Sons of Africa. I don't know why I said that.
No, I don't know why you said it either, but go ahead.
And y'all back. Y'all know who we are. Y'all know what we about. This is the Sons of Africa podcast. I'm African Ant.
Neighborhood douchebag black son.
The neighborhood douchebag.
Yeah, buddy.
So how was your weekend, man?
It was all right, man. It was cool. I was tired.
Tired.
Yeah. I told you I work.
You're always tired, man.
I work a lot, man. I do 12-hour days, man. 12-hour days, 5 days a week, bro. So I'm always tired.
I guess I accept that excuse.
What about yourself? How about your weekend?
Well, I watched that Javante Tank Davis fight. You know, I got some work done around the house, did some plastering. I'm in the midst of remodeling my basement, so I got some of that done.
You get rid of that possum or what was that in there? The groundhog?
Gopher, yeah, I got rid of him, and I got to put some down there for him too. But he's gone. But I got to matter of fact, when I get done, I'm gonna go out there and put some more in there and block it up. I had caught another one, man.
You did?
Yeah, they getting irritating. There got to be another way. If y'all know another way to get rid of groundhogs for messing up your yard and going to your porches, please let me know in the comment section. Send me videos, anything, because it's gonna get on my nerves. I think I got them this time, but you know, they'll come back. So I got to make sure they don't come back. But yeah, I had watched that Javante Davis fight, man. It was a good fight. It was a tough one for him, but he ended up getting stoppage. He hit him in the body. You know, he Mayweather's protege, if you didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
And I ain't watched too much TV other than that. You know, I just was, like I said, getting remodeling, fixing a couple holes, remodeling my back, get ready to remodel my basement, do some painting and stuff like that in the future. But other than that, man, so let's get right to it, man. We're gonna get right to it, man. The Derek Chauvin. Did I say it right? Derek Chauvin.
Chauvin. Yeah, Derek Chauvin, yeah.
Derek Chauvin.
Yeah.
Derek Chauvin is a guy that sat on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes?
Yeah.
But it was 9 minutes and ended up killing him in cold blood. And while his buddies just sat there and watched. A white cop.
You say his buddies?
His buddies. His buddies. A white cop sat on a black man's neck and killed him, out of Minnesota. So he got sentenced this past week, and he ended up getting 22 years.
22 and a half.
22 and a half years. But I heard he can get out in 15.
Did you hear that?
That's what I heard. Don't quote me. I don't know if it's true.
No.
But that's
I don't know if he's going to, because apparently he's supposed to be having the FBI going after him too over some stuff that he might have did that was kind of shady as far as being a police officer. So he might be getting some more time added on to it. He might not be getting out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently the FBI got like at least a 99% conviction rate. So if they going after you, it's a good chance you're going to jail for a minute.
So is it safe? See, okay. Now that you say that, is it safe to say that he only got that time because the FBI was on his tail anyway? Or is it?
That could be the case. I didn't watch much of the case, but I don't think they had nothing that they can prove that he didn't. It wasn't negligence on his part, and I think that's what they got him on. It was he was negligent in what he was doing, which caused the death of another person. Because I heard that they were trying to argue that it was all of these other things that caused his death, but it's like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
if he didn't have your knee on his neck, he probably would have never died in the first place.
They said he had tested positive for COVID-19.
Yeah,
they were saying he had carbon monoxide in his system because he was by the tailpipe of the car. They was making anything up. But I'm gonna tell you my opinion, man. Now, I feel like that the reason why this guy did get some time because they would have let him off like they let anybody else off. You know what I mean? There was a guy in Minnesota, Fernando Castillo, that got killed in front of his daughter and his wife for no reason.
Yeah.
Coming from work, working for a school district. Mm-hmm. And that guy got off. But the reason why I think that this cop, Derek Chauvin, didn't get off is because of George Floyd's celebrity status. Because he had a little bit of celebrity status. I don't know if you know. And that's why I feel like because of his celebrity status and he had a lot of celebrities really working hard to get this dude convicted. And that's why I think that helped him. That helped him get convicted.
No, I don't. I don't really think that was the case, to be honest.
So why all these other cases where it's another dude in Louisiana who they had both his arms tied down, one cop on one, on the other cop on the other, when they shot him, cold blood. Another cop shot him.
I think because you talking about Alton Sterling?
Yes.
Alton Sterling. Was it a cop that shot him?
A cop that shot him. He was armed. I think he was selling CDs. He was armed, but he never pulled his gun. Never pulled. He just told him he had a gun. The same with Fernando Castillo in Minnesota. He never pulled his gun. They told him he was a
all of those were before George Floyd.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that George Floyd whole thing was it's like a buildup of all of those cases into one. You know what I'm saying? It was like you've heard the term "the straw that broke the camel's back," right?
Yes.
So I think that's what that was, and I think because of the heightened response that happened to that and the rioting and stuff that took place after that, it was one of the cases that was probably looked at the closest within the Black community to see what happens to Derek Chauvin. And I think the fear of if they don't convict him with enough time, that people was going to go out and start doing it all over again, and it may be even worse. So I don't think it was because of celebrities. I think it was more the fear of what the people might do to him and stuff.
I think it was a little bit of all of that. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. But I want to say that I think that dude should have been in jail for life. He should have got the death penalty, man.
I mean, you
listen, because I think they just really pacifying us for real, to be honest. And then you got to think about, like you just said, the FBI investigating him. So is it really the FBI investigation that was going to take him down? They're like, oh, he about to go down anyway. We could just go ahead and get him this one. Or is it really they did what they were supposed to do, the right thing?
Like I said, man, I haven't been following the case, but it's like in the whole thing of what they trying to prove, there was no way that he was going to get off scot-free. You know what I'm saying? He was going to get some type of time. The Botham Jean case where the one cop, she went into the wrong apartment and she killed him. She still got time. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get enough time.
Yeah, she get out in 5 years.
I know she didn't get enough time, but she still got time. You know what I'm saying?
She should be on death row.
She should be on something, bro. She should have more time than what she had.
Death row. only thing less than death row is life in the penitentiary, like they would do. Derek Chauvin should have been on death row with her, or he should have been on death row or life in the penitentiary.
I mean, yeah, I guess death row could be the case, but I guess in this day and age, you got to prove that they did it maliciously in order to give him death row, to give him death. I'm talking about as far as they went out there planning to murder somebody. Now they probably did. I don't know. I can't really prove that. Nobody can prove
that was malicious what he did to George.
I mean, keeping his knee on his back here.
He said he couldn't breathe. They said he was calling. And then it's another thing. They said he was calling for his mother, but they said the girl. He said mama. But they call a girl his girlfriend, mama. That's what they say. But they said he was calling for his mama, though. You know how they tried to switch it around?
They if they said that, bro, they on some real. They was really trying to get him off. They was trying to get him off, but it didn't work. That's what I'm saying. It didn't work. And like I said, I think the whole thing is that it was 20 years is more than what you thought it was going to get. I can tell you that 20 years is more than what I thought they was going to give him. You know what I'm saying? I thought they should give him at least. I wanted them to give him more than that, but 20 years, I thought they were going to give him at least 10 to 15, probably. If not, just giving him 5 years.
So what you think? What you think he should have got? That would have been that said a statement to the other cops. Because you got to remember, this is an example right here. Y'all got to set to let the other cops know.
50 to 60, bro. 50 to 60 years.
Death row. He should be on death row right now. Or at least life, the minimum life.
I say 50 to 60. 50 to 60 is good enough because that means most of the people are already old anyway. If you're a cop and you are negligent in what you are doing and you cause the death of a person because you want to be a dick about stuff, then yeah, 50 to 60 years should be a good enough punishment for any of them because they ain't getting out until they super old anyway. So when they get out, they can't be a cop no more. They don't lost all credibility of doing that, and they don't spend their time in jail. So now their whole life is ruined if they go in jail for that long. Now giving them death, that's that. like I said, for death to be the case, I'd have to see something or know something that shows me that you really don't. You just deserve to get the death penalty and stuff like
And
that.
he didn't. You ain't see enough.
I saw it. I can't say that he's supposed to get the death penalty though.
I really don't believe in the death penalty. But this one right here, I want them to set an example with him.
Why don't you believe in the death penalty?
Because it's like that is buzzing again. Because it's like
I hear that buzzing now. That's from you.
Yeah, this is your first time hearing it, but I've been hearing it, and it just started.
But go ahead. What's up?
Reason why I believe in it. I don't believe in the death penalties because I feel like a lot of times, especially when they be younger people, because a lot of times the stuff you do as a young man, you would not do as an adult. Your mind has changed. You think differently. You know what I'm saying? But like this case right here, they should have set an example. What's the best way to set an example other than eye for an eye? So those other cops will know if you try to kill an unarmed or innocent black man for no reason, you're gonna be spending the rest of your life in jail next to Derek Chauvin.
So do you think an eye for an eye should be included in anything? Like, let's say if you
for this situation,
what if you're defending yourself and you kill somebody?
I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't think nobody should get the death penalty.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's my heart because I got a good heart. I don't believe
that ain't got nothing to do with a good heart.
Because I think people change, man. I felt like Tookie Williams changed, and they end up executing him. He started writing children books. He was writing books about.
Okay. I get what you're saying, but that's a separate thing. Like I can believe people can change. I still think they have to still reap what they sow, though. So you still got to get what you put in. So if you took a life, then I think you have forfeited your life. No matter how much you may change in the time that it happens, you still forfeited your life because you took an innocent life for no reason. So you still have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So if you lose your life here, hopefully that your change is one that resonates with God and you be good in His eyes in the end of all this stuff. But here on earth, yeah, you still got to pay for it. I mean, it's no you don't get to pay for that.
I feel bad for those young adults that be like 17 and get tried as an adult. From 17 to like 25, man. Even though you consider an adult, you really not an adult in your mind because you don't have a mature mind. It takes men longer to mature than women. And I feel like people that commit crimes or murders before the age of 26, I don't think they should get the death penalty, man. Maybe life, but not the death penalty.
I completely disagree. I think most people are aware that life is something precious and you shouldn't just take it nonchalantly. If you're out there doing bullshit and you take somebody's life, especially innocent life, then yeah, you have forfeited your life. It's just how it is, bro. You forfeited your life. So there is no you're not mature enough to know that you just killed somebody.
When you was young in your early 20s, I'm sure you did things that right now you look at and be like, what the
I ain't murdered nobody.
Yeah, but you still made some mistakes. You probably you grew up around murderers. You would have been murdered.
Yeah, and if I grew up around murderers and I was a murderer, and then I would expect that if I got caught, that either I'm gonna end up dying by somebody I killed that know that person, or I'm gonna get the death penalty when I go to jail. I'm not dumb enough to really think that, oh man, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just a 17-year-old kid. I had no idea that if I pulled the trigger, they would die.
But you got to think about it. Some of them kids at a young age, they be influenced. They mind and they don't have strong mind like we do.
That's bullshit, bro. I was 17 and I had a strong enough mind. I was mature enough.
But everybody not like that.
I know everybody not like that, but I'm saying these are excuses. It don't matter because life is precious and we have to value it no matter what. And anybody at any age values life. They know that life is precious, so there is no excuse as to somebody who goes out there and willfully take a life. That's not an accident, bro. That's not something you're doing based off of you just didn't know or you wasn't mature enough to understand what you were doing.
I think people
that's different. Though, now you can say that to a little kid who may find his daddy's gun, pick it up, playing with it, and like shoot his sister or something and kill them. Of course they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know how dangerous the gun was, what it would actually do, and all of that stuff. They kids, they didn't know. But you ain't gonna tell me that a 17-year-old go around that's in gangs and stuff, shooting people on a daily basis and killing them, don't know that what they doing. That you gonna blame it on they immature
in the game. They got him to do it.
I mean,
maybe he ain't had no
influence. Influence is influence, but everybody still got a chance to make a choice. They can choose not to do it. They ain't got to do nothing.
I just feel like when you're young, you should get a second chance at least. You know what I'm saying? You make certain mistakes. I feel like I believe in second chances, man. Now, if you just a mass murderer, kill 5 innocent people for no reason, then maybe you should get the death penalty for
What
that.
if you're 17 and you kill 5 innocent people for no reason?
I still think I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think that at that age you should get the death penalty, man.
You crazy, bro.
I just don't believe that. Maybe life in jail, or if you show us that you can change, maybe possibility of being paroled.
Nope. They can change in jail and still get the death penalty, bro.
So you don't think that? You think they said it? They used Derek Chauvin as an example, a good example.
For cops
killing innocent black people.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna be a good example for him. I mean, he gonna be somewhat of an example, but the fact is that even though his trial is going on now, there were still cops killing people for no reason. Even after that,
majority of them was getting off.
Yeah, so he's not what Derek Chauvin's, like I said. Well, it's like what you said. His case was in order to pacify everybody and to make it so that black people don't riot no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't riot because everybody was watching it, and everybody probably feared that people were going to just start rioting if he got off on that whole case. I don't think it really had nothing to do with celebrities. I think it had everything to do with people wanting to protect their businesses and cities. And you see what happened when he did, when the stuff happened, went down in the first place, how everybody rioted and stuff.
But all they're going to do is put him in jail, put him in protective custody. Like, he not going to go through prison as a murderer would go through prison. I'm sure they got a special unit for ex-cops and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but prison is prison, bro.
They need to put him in there.
I wouldn't want to be in prison no matter where it is. If it's going to be in the best part or the worst part. So
they should put him in general population so he can really understand exactly what people go through in prison.
I mean, it could, but like I said, at that point in time, that's kind of out of our hands. Ain't nothing we can do about that, you know. We either got to be happy with what he got or not be happy with what he got.
Him minimum of life or max of the death penalty.
Maximum of the death penalty.
Minimum life. Minimum life with the possibility of parole after 60 years.
I mean, that would be good too.
That's fair.
I mean, I would have been more happy if he got 50 to 60. Because that's a good chance he might just die in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, he got 22 and a half. We're going to see what that's going to do. Whether or not he's going to get off. Like I said, the feds are trying to go after him. So he might even end up having more time than that and everything like that.
Yeah. So I figured that's a good segue since we're talking about brutality against black, you know, to turn to this next subject, which is Juneteenth, which is June 19th. That was the day that break it down because I don't want to mess it up.
No, you go. I believe that was the day that they let all the slaves free at that time, as far as in Juneteenth. Because even though they had the Emancipation Proclamation, not all slaves were free at that time. It took a while before all the slaves were considered to be free and able to move on and do what they got to do. But it didn't really change nothing because once all of that happened, they had all of the black codes and pig laws and stuff like that they established to where if you were loitering, they put you right back in jail, put you right back on the plantation and stuff like that. Then, you know, from those laws, it ended up becoming Jim Crow laws, which still was disparaging towards black people. You still have racist white people going around lynching folks and killing them for no reason. So, I mean, I guess you could celebrate it as something. I really don't pay too much attention to it because it's not really something that's like all that good for me. Because even after all of that, black people still were still treated bad. So it's not like we got much of anything from that. But you know, if people want to celebrate, go ahead and celebrate it, man. If you get your day off from work, get your day off from work. You want to barbecue, go ahead and barbecue, bro. But what's funny is though, have you heard about what IKEA did though?
What they had barbecued and gave them
watermelon Kool-Aid, and some fried chicken. What you think about that, man? You think that was cool for them to do?
I ain't gonna cuss, but no. You know what I want to say, but no, I want them to get out. No, definitely not. Heck no.
Why not?
Man, why would they do something? That is crazy. That's to me, that's like they just made a mockery of it.
Do you think black people don't like watermelon?
I don't like watermelon.
But what about chicken? Fried chicken?
It's all right. I like fried chicken.
Great Kool-Aid?
I don't drink Kool-Aid at all.
Right.
I don't like Kool-Aid. Never been
But
my thing.
I told my wife, man, I think they were racially insensitive when it came to that whole thing, and stereotypical.
Of it.
Say that again.
They was making a mockery of Juneteenth. That's what they did with that.
You think that's what they was doing?
That's exactly what they was doing.
I mean, it could be. I never thought about it that way.
Why they ain't have pierogies on one of their holidays?
Like, you mean like the 4th of July? So if they do the 4th of July and they have barbecue and all of that stuff, are they making a mockery of the 4th of July?
I really, honestly, man, this me. I can't speak for everybody. I'm only speaking for myself when I say this. I don't really get involved with holidays like that. Honestly, like when I go to cookouts, I'm just going to be around family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On Christmas, I do give gifts out. To people. I do give gifts. I like the gift exchange, and I understand what Christmas means. But I really don't get involved with holidays like that. I don't care. I don't like really eating. I changed a lot of my eating ways. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get healthier and for health reasons. So I really like when it comes to holidays. I really don't care. I just like to be around family. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing with holidays.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I really felt like they was just definitely trying to be funny when they did that. To be real, it was insensitive. They were trying to make a mockery of it. It was a joke that wasn't funny. And any of their employees that didn't get offended, they should sue them. Whichever black employee there should sue them.
To my understanding, though, they black employees tried to tell them not to do it. That it wouldn't be a good look, and they did it anyway.
So they should sue them.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't look at it as they was making fun of the whole thing. I don't know, man. I really don't know why they did it. Like I said, to me, it just seemed like it was just insensitive and stereotypical. Because not all black people like watermelon, not all black people like fried chicken and stuff like that. So to think that that's associated with black people, I think that was kind of the dumbest thing that they could do. But I mean, what do you expect with all of these companies ran by white people and stuff like that? They don't really try to be sensitive towards everybody else. They just trying to think they can make a quick buck.
So what's the typical food that Caucasian white people like? I just want to know. I
don't know what they say. The mayonnaise sandwiches.
Hey, that I don't think that I can't say that because I ate mayonnaise sandwiches back in my day, and it wasn't because I wanted, wasn't because of.
When you eat mayonnaise sandwiches, bro?
Eat syrup sandwiches too.
Syrup sandwiches, yeah, but not mayonnaise.
I had a mayonnaise sandwich before.
I ain't never did no just straight mayonnaise, bro.
Yeah, I did. It wasn't good either.
Nah, I never did that. That's just. But like I said, that's like the tip, huh?
Syrup sandwiches used to smack though. They was good.
I mean,
shout out to the person that made syrup sandwiches.
Yeah, it was, bro. Or when you take the bread and just put it in the oven with some butter and then put the syrup on it, yeah.
Or just a syrup and the bread, put it together, eat it just like that.
You remember when we used to take bread and put some spaghetti sauce on the bread with some cheese? Yeah.
And that was, man, it was some rough times, man. It was definitely some rough times.
But now everybody talking about they don't want to eat no watermelon, no fried chicken from IKEA.
I liked the watermelon when I was younger. But as I got older, a lot of stuff I liked when I was younger, I don't like anymore. And a lot of stuff I didn't like, I do like. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm the opposite because I used to hate liver. When grandma used to make it, I used to hate liver, bro.
I still do.
I can eat it now, bro. It ain't bad for me now. I can eat liver now. Once you get to cooking your own stuff and you can cook it the way you like it, it's a whole lot different. I ain't really like watermelon all like that back there, but now I just cut up one yesterday and put it in the refrigerator until it got cold. Just ate some of it this morning.
For one, it ain't even sweet. Like to get a good watermelon, you got to go to that fruit stand that was right there on Euclid.
Yeah,
Euclid, right under the bridge.
Yeah,
that's where you get the good watermelon from back in the day. Nowadays, watermelon ain't good.
I can't tell you that. I don't have a couple of them. They've been real good, bro. They've been sweet and everything.
I don't really eat watermelon. I ain't no big fan.
So how you know that?
Because I have had it, as I've been grown, but I just didn't like it when I did have it. So I don't eat it. If people have watermelon at their house, is a good chance I'm not gonna eat it.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Like I don't eat macaroni and cheese. I don't eat mac and cheese like that. I have like a spoonful on the plate, but I try to stay away from it for health reasons. You know what I'm saying?
No. What mac and cheese gonna do to you?
It's just bad for you. It's bad. It got a lot of saturated fat, a lot of fat, period. With the cheese, all the oils that's in there. You know what I'm saying? If you would do somebody like me, who I had, I was dealing with cholesterol issues, so I've been trying to bring it down. I have got it down without taking pills. So, but I had to stay away from certain foods that make it go up. Like in mac and cheese is one of them.
Yeah.
Cheese is high in fat, saturated fat. So I stay away from cheese and mac and cheese. I try to stay away from it. I had like a spoonful, but that's as far as that go. You know what I mean? It's a lot
Yeah.
of foods that I don't eat anymore. But because of health reasons.
Yeah, I heard you vegan now.
No, I ain't vegan. I just don't eat pork. I guess you call that a pescatarian. What I am, I'm not sure, but I don't eat beef and pork, and the only seafood I eat is salmon, and I like orange roughy. And I eat perch sometimes too. But
Is
that's
orange roughy good?
man on the grill.
I might have to
Put
try
some on
that.
the grill
I'm
some.
trying to look for a different type of fish. Wife, she likes salmon. She be cooking it all the
I
time.
like salmon too.
I don't got drained out on salmon, bro.
How did she cook the salmon? But we all off subject. But how did she cook her salmon?
She cook it all types of ways, bro. We got an air fryer. We air fryer tonight. She got this little honey glazed salmon recipe that she made. She don't made it with some type of cream sauce on it before. All of that stuff, bro.
Put that orange roughy on the grill. Put it in some foil. I don't know what my wife do to it, man, but it be smacking. Salmon, orange roughy on the grill. I just cook it. I let her season. I season my chicken and what I eat, but I let her season like the salmon, orange roughy, stuff like that. And sometimes she season all the meat. I just cook it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I let her do it. But yeah, that orange roughy that's good on the grill. Trust me. You ain't want to turn. Every time you grill, you're gonna want to have.
I'm about to see, but I don't think they sell it around here for some reason. I ain't seen nothing orange roughy in any places around here, so I got to find out and see. Because we go to Whole Foods to get most of our fish and stuff.
Yeah, we do. We go to Whole Foods. We used to go there a lot, but now we kind of going to Aldi. Been our place to go. So,
Is that where you get the orange roughy from?
no, we get that from Whole Foods.
Oh,
We
okay.
get the salmon and orange roughy from Whole Foods. We usually get our meat because I only eat, like I said, I only eat chicken and turkey. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So we usually get that from Whole Foods. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, but my thing with the Juneteenth, I think they should have just gave us our reparations. I don't care for the holiday. I don't care about the holiday. I rather got the reparations.
You dreaming, bro. They ain't gonna give us that. That's why that's why they gave us Juneteenth. They hoping that we forget about that.
Us too. Yeah, I think they was pacifying us with that too.
They gave us Juneteenth. Let's hope we was gonna forget about that, bro. They ain't about to give us no reparations.
That's why.
That's a dream.
That's what I think they should have did. They gave us the reparations. They really cared.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to find out if I'm gonna have to be leaving Texas because I know we ain't gonna get no reparations here in Texas, and they already talking about building walls around the whole state to keep everybody out. And succeeding from the United States, huh?
Just like I'm saying, just keep people from out of the state. Period. Even if they in the U.S.
Yeah, they try and succeed from the United States, become independent because the governor Abbott, he crazy over here, bro.
That might be a good thing, though.
No, it's not a good thing.
Why isn't it?
Because Texas would have to supply its own army. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff. It's not gonna be a good thing.
So they got guys like you that got plenty of weapons.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be fighting for Texas. That's for sure. I'm not gonna be fighting for no Texas. I'll be fighting for myself and my family. That's about it.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy. They trying to do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. They trying to do that. But speaking of this, another on this same subject, people from different races. I guess now this one she's trying to. We gonna listen to it because I ain't really heard it yet. So we gonna listen to it with y'all. This is Tila Tequila. We gonna listen to it. She said that we gonna listen to it together. This is my first time listening to it. It's like a half, like kind of reaction. We can react to it. So I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Hey guys, I'm
You can
back.
hear it.
Yep.
So, the Lord put this other thing in my heart. A lot of things I say obviously is very politically incorrect, but it doesn't matter because it comes from God's throne, from the courts of heaven, from God's very own words in His book. To cast down all these lies and people who exalt themselves against the Word of God. So there's this topic that nobody really likes to talk about, but it's very well known. The fact that most Black women are bald, and they don't understand why. They blame it on like, oh, we use too much chemicals for our hair, it's the glue and too much braiding. But that's not it, because when I was in Hollywood, I did all kinds of stuff to my hair all the time. I bleached it, and it's just not like that. It's only Black women who grow bald, and let me tell you why. Because let me tell you this verse here. But if a woman has long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given to her as a covering. 1 Corinthians 11:15. So, I have such long hair, and it grows so fast all the time that I'm constantly having to cut it. As y'all see, it's just constantly growing. And it says it is a glory to her, not to her shame. And let me read this to y'all, this little article I found. It says a study 3 years ago of almost 6,000 women of African descent by Boston University Stone Etymology Center found that almost 48% of respondents had suffered hair loss on the crown or on the top of the head, mostly caused by traction alopecia. That's not what it's caused by, but let me keep going. Given the topic tends to be shrouded in silence, the true figure may be higher. All of them. It says, if we all had to take off our wigs at work, 8 out of 10 women would have hair issues. It's just something we don't and won't talk about. We are very ashamed of it, says Bandal, this Black woman. So she says, we are very ashamed of it. So see, God's people don't walk around feeling shameful. God's people are walking around filled with glory and long hair. See? But if a woman has long hair, it's a glory to her. But yet this Black woman says, all the Black women feel, shameful because they're bald. And I, as a woman, can understand, because that's part of your beauty. It's part of, just natural women, having long hair. It's feminine. But without hair, you're just bald, nappy-headed, crusty head, walking around with your shame. Your shame will follow you everywhere you go. No matter how much money you try to buy, to buy wigs. But before I go further, let me read to you this verse that God himself did that to you. God Almighty, my husband, did that to you. Let me read to you what the Lord God says.
That's what she said.
Remember, there's a lot of these, you will know a man by his fruits. There's all these Black women claiming to be the bride of Christ, and many church people out there claiming Jesus was Black. But to their shame follows them everywhere. You'll know a man by his fruits. Look at Africa, and now all the African women are bald-headed, and this is what God says about that. The Lord says, the women of Zion are haughty, walking around with outstretched necks. You know how they always like this with the attitude, like haughtiness, okay? The women of Zion are haughty, walking along with outstretched necks, flirting with their eyes, strutting along with swaying hips, all that twerking, with ornaments jingling on their ankles. Therefore, the Lord will bring sores on the heads of the women of Zion. The Lord will make their scalps bald. In that day, the Lord will snatch away their finery, the bangles and headbands and crescent necklaces, the earrings and bracelets and veils, the headdresses and anklets and sashes, and perfume bottles and charms, the signet rings and nose rings, the fine robes and the capes and cloaks, the purses and mirrors and the linen garments and tiaras and shawls. Instead of fragrance, there will be a stench. Instead of a sash, a rope. Instead of well-dressed hair, baldness. Instead of fine clothing, sackcloth. Instead of beauty, branding. Your men will fall by the sword, your warriors in battle. This is why all the Black men kill themselves a lot. Because it's God's judgment. Your men will fall by the sword, your warriors in battle. The gates of Zion will lament and mourn. Destitute, she will sit on the ground. Ooh, this is Isaiah. I'll leave it in the description box. So you see, that's about all the Black women and those who follow their trends. Even all the Hollywood women, every single one of them have to wear hair weaves, hair extensions. you know, because this is all the black women. So it's a shame that they go around still claiming to be, you know, God's bride and this and that, but yet they're bald. God beautifies his people. He beautifies us with his salvation, his armor of righteousness, his glory, even the simple things as long hair. You know, he beautifies his bride. Surely he beautifies his own people. But to the wicked, your shame will follow you. So a lot of people don't want to talk about this because it is a shameful topic. It's embarrassing. And, you know, imagine being on a table with
I've heard it already.
and then you try to make out with her, and then her hair, like her whole wig falls off on your bed like a dead rat. It's not sexy. It's not good. It's not beautiful.
I heard enough. I don't want to hear no more. I've heard enough. I don't know what Bible she got that from. Have you ever saw that? I know what Bible she got it from. I'm starting to understand that the KKK got their own Bible now, because that's where it had to come from. Because I don't never.
No, that verse is in the Bible.
Is it?
Yeah, the verse is in the Bible.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to talk specifically about black women, though?
No, it wasn't. Look, okay. Here's the thing. Okay. So what she would have to realize that if she's saying that the black women are the daughters of Zion, I believe Zion is another term for Israel and things like that, as far as being Israelites. So they would be the daughters of Israelites. Therefore, they would be the chosen people up under God, and that they were cursed because of their behavior and haughtiness and things like that. So it wouldn't be a bad thing. That's not saying it's a bad thing. It's just saying that they were haughty and they were cursed. Israel in itself was cursed. I mean, the Israelites rejected Christ, for goodness sake, so they were still cursed. I don't know why she's trying to use this, because there are plenty of black women who grow hair and have their hair, have perfectly good, healthy hair. So
right.
It just seems like she's just grasping at straws and trying to talk about black women for some reason. Like I said, I would have to understand why she brought it up in the first place. It seemed like she's probably trying to be retaliating against something somebody said to her or whatnot. But she would be completely wrong.
The fact that them chemicals that them white folks made ain't made for our type of hair nor our skin, and it do break our hair off. Because if we don't get those chemicals, our hair would be just like Jesus' hair, a wool. What they say, hair wool, like kind
no,
of.
That's not what they say. That's another misconception. It says that his hair is white like wool, not that his hair is like wool, but that his hair is white like wool.
That's a confusion, because in different Bibles it say different things.
No, it don't. They all say that his hair is white like wool. People just misinterpret or misread it to say something else because they wanted to fit a certain thing. I mean, I got one right here. If you want me to get it, you got your phone right there. You can probably look on your phone and see. But it says that his hair is white like wool, not that his hair is like wool. So that's like I said, that's the misconception of things.
Listen, man, she's a nut.
I mean, she is.
She's a nut, man. She should go kill herself. I ain't gonna say that, but she should go. I don't know, man. She a nut, and I don't understand why she chose black women to just make that scripture about them, because it don't specifically say black women. You know what I'm saying? That is not why black women. We got hair. We can grow hair. We can grow edges, whatever you want to call it. They can. Them chemicals that's made for them white women that we use, that the white people made. That's what's messing our hair and our scalp up, because it's not made for our skin or our coarse curly hair.
What, the chemicals and stuff that they got?
Yeah, the straightened hair ain't made for us, man. That ain't made for us.
The person who came up with it was Madam C.J. Walker. She came up with the perm specifically for black women. So I can't say that it's not made.
I don't know. She
made for us. I mean, perms are specifically made.
Porn, when she used to be. She wasn't an addict. She need to go back and do porn.
Tila Tequila?
Yeah, go back to doing reality TV or being an alcoholic, a druggie that you is. Obviously, remember that commercial when they say this your brain on drugs when they
yeah. I mean,
deep fried.
That's how I thought she looked like on that whole thing, and all of that stuff.
Her
I'm
brain
trying to look her up and
fried.
see what they saying on the Twitter about all of this stuff.
That's why stuff like that I don't even listen to because it makes me mad. It makes me mad. And seeing how your people was the ones we buying all them products from. So we should boycott. They should boycott buying products from them. Cause that's where it come from. Their products from them. Asia.
Knockoff ones, I believe. Yeah.
A lot of it come from Asia, man.
No, they people make them here in the States.
She needs to shut up forever.
What you talking about is the hair stores that they have, and the hair products and the weaves and
everything is made in China. All that stuff, man.
Is what you mostly talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about how she's saying. Yeah, she talking about we should talking about that we bald while we bald head because we curse. We ain't curse. I didn't hear with that, man.
I mean, once again, if that is the case, that's not really a bad thing per se, because it still indicates that you are a child of God and his people. You are specifically his people that he gave a specific curse to in that sense, in that area.
What was the thing about she was talking about rolling necks?
She was just talking about the haughtiness. She's trying to reinterpret what she thought, what they were talking about having their necks out and all that stuff. As far as being haughty and things like that.
That's another problem too, man. Everybody have their own interpretation of what that verse says, and they don't even understand. They just going off what they think it says, and that's how people get misled, even in them churches and stuff, man. So that's another example of somebody being misled.
Yeah, I mean, it's another example of somebody taking a verse and using it to attack people in a way that they shouldn't, because
she's just trying to go viral, man.
If she was, and the fact that she said that God was her husband was way out of pocket in the first place. But if she was supposed to be as righteous as she's trying to claim she is and saying all of this stuff, she wouldn't say the stuff that she said like she was saying. And she would know that she would know that hair has nothing to do with righteousness and being a child of God in the first place. It's nothing in the Bible that says God's people are beautified. Nothing in the Bible that says they're beautified or whatnot. So I don't get why she even brought that up in the first place. Like I said, she's just looking for attention, bro.
That's it. Not mad at myself for giving her all my some energy.
Yeah, that's all. She just looking for attention.
I gave her nothing, man. I shouldn't even put that up there, man. Just doing that. I mean, that kind of pissed me the fuck off. I was in a good mood till I saw that. I was, man, like that. I even gave her no energy, man. I think I'm gonna take it out, man.
No, don't take it out. Just keep it in there, bro. We have a discussion about stuff. You can't be be afraid of attacking something.
That's what she's looking for. She just want people to talk about it because she ain't did nothing in a while. Why don't you go back and do reality show or sell that pussy that you've been selling?
Was she a porn star? Was she did?
Yeah, she did porn.
No.
Yes, she posed nude. She did porn. She had like a Flavor of Love type show.
You think she can't change though?
Man, get the hell out of here.
You think she wasn't just young and just wasn't mature enough to know what she was doing?
Don't come for us, for my sisters, my queens. Take your ass back and do porn.
I mean, yeah, I agree. But like I said, everybody always want to come for black people for some reason. I don't know if it's
easy
because
target because they know we gonna respond. That's why we shouldn't even give her no energy. Because she knows we gonna respond.
I don't even think they know that we're gonna respond. I think they just think that we
the easiest target because everybody always target us.
Yeah, I know.
We the easiest target.
I think it's because we don't really do much when we are a target. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
What could we do when they
let me put it to you like this. All right, so if she said that, if you were to go into the comments, aside from black women that would be mad, how many black men do you think would be under there being mad at her saying that or agreeing with her?
We're going to go to some fun stuff, and we're going to talk about verses with Big Draco, a.k.a. Soulja Boy, and Bow Wow, a.k.a. Shad Moss. That's what he kept calling him.
That's what he called himself? I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even see that verse.
That's his real name, Shad Moss, but Bow Wow. But Big Draco, that's what Soulja Boy called himself, Big Draco. And he kept calling Bow Wow Shad, his real name, for some reason.
Really?
And the verses, I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. I had me and my wife watch it together. I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it. It was definitely some good entertainment. It was
for
different. The versus battle.
Versus battle, yeah.
Have you seen any of the versus battle?
I seen some of them, yeah, but not all.
This was different because you get 20 songs to pick from. He played the same song 3 different times because it was 3 different versions.
Really?
Yeah. Then Romeo came out. It was dope, man. All in all, the verses was dope. That probably was the only one. No, that's one that I watched the DMX and Snoop all the way through. I watched Gucci and Jeezy all the way through. I watched this one all the way through. There's a few I watched all the way through, but this probably this number 2 next to Snoop Dogg and
DMX.
Yeah, my number is my second favorite because it was just the energy. The energy was crazy. It was just fun, man. It was like good energy, fun time. Like you would have enjoyed it if you watched it. And then some of their songs is memorable songs. You know what I'm saying, from coming up. So even Bow Wow, even though a lot of his songs weren't played in a club like Soldier was, but it was good though, man. I really enjoyed it. It was fire. I enjoyed it, man. They brought out 3 6 Mafia. They brought out Lil Romeo came out. The Brat and JD came out. Like it was dope. It was dope. It was dope. I really enjoyed it, man. When you had some free time, I want you to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I probably will. I'll talk to the wife about it. She'll probably have it.
Yeah, it was dope. It was cool. It was fun. Like like I said, it brought back some memories, and it was cool. Especially that they were so young. When they came in the game, Bow Wow was like 12, 13 or something. Yeah. Soldier came in, he was 16, just to see that, like, it was good. It was good to me. So I recommend anybody watch that versus, man. I just had to put that in there, man, at the end, just to let y'all know. And the last thing I want to say is Tila Tequila, go get high like you always do and sell your pussy. Let me lick my lips. My lips getting dry. Yeah, do what you always do. And leave my queens alone, man. Leave my queens alone. I ain't did nothing to you, man. Go back.
Hey, I'm for this, man. Everybody just leave black people alone.
Yeah.
Let us be. You know what I'm saying? Let us be and live. That's all they need to do. Let us be and live. Everybody always got something to say about what we do. Just let us be, bro. We
right.
Cool alone.
Leave us alone, man. Leave us alone. And leave our queens alone. And I ain't giving you no more energy, man. So other than that, man, this was the Sons Africa podcast. Make sure y'all get in the comment section and tell me what y'all think about what we talked about. Tell us what y'all think of Derek Chauvin.
It's 22 and a half years. How many years you think he should get?
I think he should have got 60 years, the mandatory 60 years. His definite sentence is the death penalty. So you know how they do the 5 to 10? He should have got 60 years to life to the death penalty. Yeah. I think he should have got the death penalty. And I don't really agree with it, but they should have set an example out of this fool for doing what he did because he was dead wrong to be.
I mean, he was.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tell me what y'all think. If y'all think it was fair or not, or what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe. This is going to be the season finale into the second season. We're going to come back with the second season with a lot more. We're going to step our game up.
Yeah, we're going to try
to change some things up, man, because we both enjoying it. So stay tuned to that. Stay tuned for that for the second season, man. We coming with a bang this time. I promise you. No, I haven't been cutting back. Usually, like with my other show, when I talk about certain topics, I cut back. But on here, my Sons of Africa, we ain't cutting back.
No, we shouldn't.
I don't.
I don't.
I'm trying not to cuss a lot because they won't put out your stuff if you got too many cuss words in there. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, they won't put it out if you got cuss words in there. So I'm trying not to cuss a lot, but I ain't holding back. We all in. We telling our true feelings on everything. Whether they with us or they against us, whether our people is like what we say they don't, because it's gonna be controversy. That's we ain't looking for it, but it is. Because our opinion is a little different.
Yeah.
I really think both our opinions is a little different than what most people, would say. It ain't like Charles Barkley though. He just be off the bro. You know what I'm saying? We for our people.
Nah, it ain't gonna be like most of everybody out here, but most people can stay on the same boat. You try to critically think beyond what people be thinking and what people be seeing, and go more in depth of what's really going on behind closed doors and stuff like that.
Right, from our perspective.
But anyway, this is gonna be it.
Yeah, so stay tuned. This is African Nat.
This is Black Sun.
This is Son of Africa Podcast, and we out.